Hello, everybody. My name is Barry John, and welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank 2 Going Commando. I have two people with me today to help me out, and I will let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Laylite.
Hi, I'm Speedball. And we're all insomniacs.
Yeah. Oh my god, that reminds me, I think this is the first game that has the hidden time-locked teleporter at some point.
Oh, right, yeah, the developer room.
Yeah. For record's sake, I did...
recliners.
Yep. Yeah. And he's playing the original Ratchet and Clank as well. So I'm going to let this play out for a moment because there's a special secret hidden video he plays at some point. I played Ratchet and Clank, the original game, a couple of years ago, and you guys joined me at some points for that, and I'm glad you guys came back for the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, sequels are always a really fascinating topic that, there's going to be a lot to go over, so, hey, I'm happy to help out a little bit.
Also, him playing the first game on TV is pretty funny.
Although I'm concerned about his angle there because the TV is poorly angled for him to have proper view. But yeah, one of the comments we made a lot of times during the first LP was that they made a lot of decisions that improved in the sequel, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of those as we talked about. I'm going to name the thread, improved in the sequel.
Sure. I mean, sequels, of course, have to be bigger and flashier and, attention-grabbing and whatnot, but they're just a great opportunity to put in little tiny bits of quality of life that you just didn't think about in the first game.
Mm-hmm. So, how much experience do you guys remember having with this?
Zero!
With this game from...
So, I only
Zero.
played a little bit of the first game. The second game was... I think the first game I might have borrowed from a friend or something. This is the one I actually owned, so I have a little tiny bit more experience with it, but that was decades ago, so we'll see.
Fair enough. Yeah, he's back playing the first game, but I do like how they have this, replay thing here. I think it sort of inspired the reboot/movie continuity game where... it's like a retelling of the events of the first game, just...
I mean, I guess subtly, this is a nice way of showing off the engine stuff. Like, the fact that this even can be rendered in engine is pretty neat.
And here he is. He is now playing Jack 1. Yeah. He's playing Jack.
Might as well.
There's also another video where he plays Jack 2, which came out around the same time.
Sure, throw it in. We've got the footage. We can pre-render it. Might as well.
But these were from different companies.
Well, it's some friendly collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the guys behind Jack and the guys behind Ratchet and Clank, they weren't, opponents on things. Like they respected each other.
Contemporaries.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. You might be able to correct me on this. Did they have a demo for one game included with a demo for the other, or something like that?
Yes, they did, and I believe Ratchet and Clank showed up in I believe 2 or 3 in the racing, not Jack X, the dedicated racer one, I think, but in the racing mini games of the second or third one.
That sounds plausible. Sure, I'll take your word for it.
Well, there is currently an LP of the original Jack and Daxter going on, so
Good.
Maybe they'll chime in at some point.
Good for them.
But now that I've shown that off, I think I'm going to hit the start button and go for a new... Actually, hold on. Options.
Subtitles? Okay,
yeah,
good.
make sure they're on.
Good.
We're in the future.
So just so you guys are aware, this was the save point I made 2 years ago when I was like, oh yeah, I just finished off the first game. I should totally, jump right into the second one. This is the save point I made earlier this year, as preparation for actually doing the LP. And this one is going to be my live commentary.
That'll give you a good hint as to how many bolts we're going to be picking up through this course of the game.
Oh yeah.
Ratchet and Clank. So, gentlemen, Tell us about your latest
Those are
incredible
definitely some
inventions.
comfy loungers.
Well, as you can
Oh,
imagine,
yeah.
we've been pretty
Real
busy.
slouchers.
After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
Oh, yeah, that. And then things started to slow down a bit. After that,
There was the grand
I
opening
think
at Groovy
saving the
Roo.
galaxy is an
I think that
overstatement
was
from the
last
first game. I
week.
mean, yes,
6
they
months
blew up
ago.
Drek's world,
we're
but
still pretty
Drek wasn't
busy,
out to
but in a
destroy the
more,
galaxy.
domestic sense.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I flushed out my radiator core.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a
no one
side
needs a
thing.
hero
It's like
right now.
one company out in the backwaters. Like, I think they kind of classify this place as the backwaters.
Miss Noodlebottom, I found our man.
Capitalism.
Yep.
Welcome.
What the...
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company in the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
I'm
And I have the back door into my software to just invade your living space.
I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of unequivocal imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
So, you need me to go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
Indubitably.
I like how expressive Ratchet is for the PlayStation 2 era.
Was stolen from our testing laboratory by this dupliferous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
We'll do it.
We will?
Greg, I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our
Oh, a nice stable desk job.
Deal.
As
Yeah.
for you, Ratchet, I'll need you in superlatory shape. While in transit to the Bogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning.
It's a lot to say about, you know,
heavy weaponry,
how the
survival
characterization
skills,
gets
clever
completely
makeup,
revamped from the first game going forward just because of this opening cutscene.
Yeah.
Sure, makes sense to put an energetic character in if you're going to try and rush through the opening exposition. Sure.
Infiltrate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch.
But now Ratchet is being professional.
Yeah, we'll give him a
And-
new helmet. Sure.
Yeah.
Touch him up a
Although
little.
I have to say,
Ratchet
You wanna look
and we
cool.
come up
on
to...
final approach to coordinates 37
Yeah.
Good luck. I'm counting on you.
Affirmative. Beginning radio silence.
Oh, radio silence. Commentary's over, boys.
It's okay, we're talking over codec.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I can only fix this inside the game.
Oh,
Wait, it is
wow,
fixed. Oh, thank you.
nice. Options.
Yeah.
Once again, we're living in the future. You can tell
Yep.
because of all the glass all over the place. That's science fiction for you. Glass.
To select weapons, hold triangle.
Oh, hold on. So we have the Lancer and the Gravity Bomb.
So how good is the, your classic standard FPS shtick,
Press
like your
circle
little
to
pea
fire
shooter?
your
How good is
Lancer.
it in this game?
It's not bad.
Which one was the one that started the evolving weapons thing?
Right here, right now.
Okay.
I
good,
like the
'cause our
little
pea shoot-
lock-on little green circle thing to tell you what you're shooting at.
'cause, yeah,
Yep.
the pea shooter is not going to stay a pea shooter forever.
I mean, that's a
Might as well
subtle
talk
thing.
about that.
Like, that's one of those things that developers have to work really hard on to get just right, and it feels effortless when you're playing. You're like, you can shoot at something and feel comfortable shooting at it.
Yep, so what we're saying here, what Speedball mentioned, if you look in the upper left underneath the icon for my gun, there's that little bar that's starting to fill up, and it's got that little red bit to it.
Oh yeah, I can see those pixels there just now. It's weird because it's a slanted bar. Who ever heard of that?
Yeah, but because as I kill enemies, that bar fills up, and when that bar fills up for a weapon, the weapon improves.
I'm glad in the very first level of the game they let you kick an enemy out of a glass window like that.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just call up the map here. Oh. There we go. Oh man, classic
Defenestration
mapping.
is always good.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to make the first level linear just to make sure that you're getting everything exactly the way it's supposed to be, the encounters in order, etc. But hey, they're keeping you moving. They're not really pressuring the player per se, but they're letting them move ahead at their own pace.
And these guys are the typical little roving minds that we've seen back from the first game. You may have also noticed that there's a similar red bar underneath the top of the screen there at some points.
Is that like a health-related thing?
Yeah. So just as your weapons level up, as you kill enemies, you'll get that bar filled up as well, and it gives you extra health when you untangle my brain here, when you kill enough enemies.
Oh, that's a nice incentive to keep going, even if you're at low health. Like, this is an infinite lives game, so, like, there's a standard problem where if you feel like you're not doing so well, you might just want to jump into a pit and restart, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to.
No, look, I'm just here to...
This game is extraordinarily forgiving of dying.
Give my regards to Megacorp. Finish him.
And we still have the humor from the game, even if they're trying to portray something as serious.
Well, now that we're not in a cutscene and allowed to keep shooting, now we are extremely effective.
Oh yeah. And one of the nice things I like about this game, one of the quality of life improvements, I'm holding down the L2 button right now, and it switches my movement from 4 directions, like this. I hit down the L2 button, and suddenly I have strafe commands.
Very nice. Now you're running and gunning.
Yep. Makes things so much easier.
Alright. To kill the cyber demon, circle strafe it until it dies.
Yeah.
I think they fixed that flaw.
I'm running low on ammo here. But yes, I can absolutely fall off the edge here if I wanted to, or if I got knocked off.
Thugs for less. If it ain't broke, we'll break it.
Right. I'm in the market for some security.
So this is where you get hired guns.
Good. I need your best men to meet me at these coordinates.
And yet we get a lot of development about Thugs for Less over the course of this game.
Well, it's nice to put a face on the company like that. I mean, robots are all well and good, but it's so hard to find robots with personality these days.
Yeah. Although I have to wonder, what are all those other ships doing out there while Ratchet's doing his thing?
Flying in escort formation.
Yeah.
Also, Ratchet's got his helmet on because he's outside.
Oh, that's detail. Yeah,
he's got a face mask too.
Yeah.
And now that he's safely inside, there we go.
Seamless.
Yep.
It looks like it kind of like
imagine
disappears while the wrench is in front of his face. That's a nice trick.
Yeah. And changing the character model in the middle of a game like this, wow, like, can you... Oh. There we go.
Well, that's pretty effective for the basic gun. We'll see if that holds up later. Yeah, being able to stun lock enemies you're shooting like that, we'll see how long they let you keep doing that. But it's polite of them to give you the opportunity to try sniping if you want to. But if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yep, and there will be some weapons later on where sniping is much better. And come on. Nope, wrong button.
Less dodgy.
There we go. Just tap the L1 button to recenter the camera. There we go.
Nice magnetism range on those little bolts too.
He does carry... Actually, hold on, let me check something. Gadgets. Not yet. It's implied that he does carry a bit of equipment over from previous games, like his helmet, for example, with the oxygen mask.
Well, his wrench, most clearly. He's still got that.
Yeah. Yep.
And you would not believe, like, you can actually get pretty decently far in this game with just, like, the overhead, like, jumping wrench strike. Surprisingly effective.
Oh, yeah. Like, being a full... This is the game where it started to officially recognize wrench ninja-ness as a serious playstyle rather than a gimmick.
Oh, those little wrist remote controls. What can't they do?
Yeah.
This would be a lot less dangerous if I still had my backpack, buddy.
Yeah. That's one of my complaints about Ratchet and Clank as a series, that it is absolutely its strongest when Ratchet and Clank are together.
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
Not to worry. I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister! We got galactic maps, 3D maps, fold-outs, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes.
Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Could you
And their homes? Wow.
Perimeter defenses deactivated.
You forgot your change.
I'm on my way.
Guess it was a biometric block. Just had to use his
Yeah.
whole body.
All right, this is a transition to the next world. We can pause it